Endocytosis is the process of forming vesicles from a cell's plasma membrane and is critical to a cell's function for a number of reasons. Among these are the internalization of nutrients that are too large to fit through normal membrane channels, as well as destroying pathogens found in the extracellular compartment. There are several types of endocytosis, including receptor-mediated endocytosis, in which cell surface receptors target specific extracellular proteins for internalization. The receptors tend to cluster in areas of the membrane that have already been earmarked for endocytosis. These areas are known as clathrin-coated pits, slight invaginations whose inside surface is covered with a protein called clathrin. The receptors on the plasma membrane are specific for ligands in demand by the cell. By clustering these receptors together in a small area that will be endocytosed all at once, the cell greatly improves the efficiency of the process. Although endocytosis will continue regardless of whether the receptors have bound ligands, concentrating the receptors together usually ensures the cell will receive a significant amount of ligand in only one vesicle. When the clathrin-coated pit is ready to fully internalize, the clathrin proteins begin pulling the invagination further inward. As a vesicle begins to form, more clathrin attaches to the growing sphere, forming a skeleton that will cover the vesicle as it begins its journey deeper into the cell. The clathrin skeleton must eventually fall off in order for the vesicle to fuse with an endosome, the next step in the endocytosis process. The endosome's acidic environment separates the receptors and membrane from the ligand, enabling the now empty vesicle to return to the surface of the cell where the receptors and membrane are both recycled for use in another round of endocytosis. The recently internalized substance is now delivered to any number of destinations. If the ligand is scheduled to be degraded, the endosome fuses with a lysosome, which takes up the cargo and destroys it while the endosome moves on to another incoming vesicle. Another form of endocytosis is pinocytosis. This process uses clathrin-coated pits without receptors to internalize substances dissolved in the extracellular environment. Phagocytosis is the digestion of larger chunks of material, such as dead cell debris,